We're in the shop today. I'm too cheap to have a real shop. It's not that I'm cheap. They're just people want a lot of money for property right now, and I'm not into it. I don't think spending $500,000 on a piece of crap property in the middle of nowhere is really wise or intelligent. I'm gonna do some welding up here. All broketed. Anyhow, we're working on a log truck today, and testing out these grease couplers. I was gonna wipe the grease off before I got over here. I'm not very good at like wiping the grease guns off, but amazingly, we have the original. Get you in frame. This is the bog standard, and threaded there. It couples, you just push it on, and then it fucking falls off, and it's a total pain in the dick. And then we have, this is the Lumax. I don't know, it's like a cam action kind of thing. Now, I've only tried this just kind of naked because I just bought it a little while ago. That bastard doesn't come off. You just lock her down. Oh, you lock her down and hold it, I guess, and she don't come loose. Pretty cool, huh? Now, I also have the lock and lube. That's on the excavator out in the woods right now. And I really like it. But the new ones are a lot longer. And they won't fit up in there. Way the hell up in there. So, greasing this thing is a balancing act and a little bit of ballerina shit going on. So, it can be fun. This pile of crap, you pull it back, and it's got little jaws that open up. The problem is, it's kind of sticky. It kind of doesn't work very good. Push it on there, right? And it comes off. Okay, cool. Start pumping, it comes off. Any idea how irritating that is? So, anyhow, I don't know who made this one. I threw the package away pretty rapidly. There's a couple different brands out there from doing an internet search. It's $50. Once it's on there, right, and you pump the grease up, then you got to push on it and pop it loose. Fucking stupid. So when you're, to grease that section and that section up there, you pretty much should be walking a half load of logs. And the last thing I need to be doing is dicking around with this thing. So this one, the Lumax, was $25. But I was in a hurry and I didn't shop around, and that's what the trouble I get. And I would totally spend I think they're $35 or $40 for the lock and lube. Because I have one on the excavator, and that thing is awesome. I've never had a problem with it. So we're gonna try this guy out and see how it does. If this thing doesn't get lost in the woods and you want it, we'll figure something out. Put you guys down for a second. See if I can't lose my phone. Hey, look at that. Might even have you in frame. Imagine that. Tear this thing off of here real quick if we can. I'm gonna need some pliers. I might have a right in here that'll do this. monkey. Come on. Yeah, these things don't have to be super tight. I mean, I don't know what the hell people are thinking horsing these things down on there, but as long as it don't rattle off when you're going down the road, I don't particularly care. Okay, so we'll try that out. Oh yeah. That is what I want to see. And then it just pops loose. Easy one-hand operation. If you're in a pinch, be a lot better if the fucking grease gun worked better. Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, I'm really good at framing things. I am not a professional at this, so it's on there, right? It ain't coming loose. Done. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Anyhow, it's the best I got for content today. That goes in there too. Pardon the shaky vision. I'm kind of tired today. It's been a long week cutting timber, and yeah. So if anybody wants that pile of crap, it'll be sitting right there until you say something. But it's Friday. Hauled a bunch of loads of logs, and climbing that thing is entertaining for a guy with a gimpy leg. And apparently we're essential. So we'll keep her going as long as possible. Until the government shuts us down anyways. Government or prices, one of the two. Okay, so while we're at it. So the way the trailer works in this thing, it's pinned on right there. And I should probably grease that. It comes up here, and then when it folds out, that hole there pins onto the frame way in the back there, where it kind of has a little saddle for it. And that piece pivots. So a normal log trailer bolts on right there. So that's just a pintle hitch, and that kind of flexes around. And then that piece telescopes, and that piece telescopes. So you can stretch this thing out. I've had it out for 40s. I think you can go a little longer. You shouldn't. But the whole thing just sits up here on the truck until you're ready to throw it off. So you got a little pipe there and another pipe up front here for it to sit on. And then it sits kind of on the back. Just keep it from dragging on the ground. You got sits right there on the tail lights, which don't be fooled. Those things are like 3/16 steel. You ain't going anywhere. You just pick her up and chuck her off, and you're supposed to drive forward to extend the reach, that's called. Yeah, your reach, those two pieces are your reach. And that's your stinger, or your compensator. This would be your stinger. But the compensator compensates for going around corner because your pivot point, your logs pivot right here. And the bunks on the trailer, they do the same thing. So the only thing keeping your load to the truck is this row of spikes on this truck. Most trucks just have this single lip. It usually comes all the way over to here somewhere. That's all that keeps them on there. So the weight of the logs digging into that little strip there. They ain't chained to the bunks. And if you go around a corner too sharp, or if you don't have that set up right, that'll just pull right out. If you dynamite the brakes and your load slips out, then same thing. Anyhow, when it works, it works good. 9 times out of 10, if you do it wrong, like if you're the guy who can't figure out how to, there's a bail latch right above that chain off. You can see it. Anyway, it just flips up. Now lets the compensator expand. And if you don't hit that before you drive off, you don't loosen it, then what'll happen is you'll pull your reach right out of the trailer, or worse, you'll bend the reach, and then your trailer does all kinds of fun stuff. Anyhow, yeah. Hope everybody's doing okay for this COVID shit. Just remember, kids, we raise them. Anyhow, one of them days. We'll talk to y'all later.